All right, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 5 minutes is already over, so that's already the allotted time for me to wait for the others. Okay, so before we start with our module 3, so do you guys have a problem, a question, or clarification regarding with the laboratories that you're doing right now? Anyone who has a concern? None? Okay, so how
Sir,
about you?
good afternoon
Yes?
po.
All
Sir,
right, good.
paano po pag WPS po yung gamit? May concern po kasi ako, sir. Pag sinisave po yung gawa ko po sa WPS is pag i-open ko po ulit siya is nagmo-move na po siya. Kahit hindi po siya nag-move nung sinave ko.
Sa mismong application mo ng WPS, hindi sa
Yes,
Canvas.
sir. Yes, sir.
Kasi kapag sa
Parang
Canvas,
double check ko po kasi ulit, sir. Pag na-save ko na po, bago ko po i-submit sa Canvas is pag titignan ko na po siya ulit, nagmo-move na po yung mga, especially yung mga pictures, sir. Nagmo-move po siya.
alright. So, teka lang. Kapag chine-check niyo na sa Canvas yon, magmo-move talaga. Okay, kasi iba yung viewing application ng nasa Canvas. Okay, so check natin kung may makita tayo. Alright, so maybe that's a different format. Hmm. Let me just check the lab number 3, not this one. Lab number 3. Okay, so just wait a second. Have you submitted the what laboratory is that? Is that lab number 1, 2, 3, or
Number 3 po, sir.
lab number 3?
Ipapas ko pa lang po sana, sir. Kaso nung chinek ko po, sir, is nag-move po yung picture. Pero sir, hindi ko pa po siya pinapas, sir, kasi nung dinouble check ko po kanina is
So
nag-move po yung picture, sir.
your main problem is your WPS. Can't you download the Microsoft Word itself? Right? 2016 or 2015, I guess that's already enough. No need for the latest version because the standard for the Microsoft is actually Microsoft. Okay, the second one is Open Office. However, that's not recommendable anymore since uh, there's a lot of features that you can find on the Microsoft Word, but you cannot find it on the Open Office. Or if there is, the operation or the process is not super the same. It's very very difficult to implement that one on Open Office. I guess the same with WPS. So I guess the problem is in your application since supposedly it will not move. Okay? Lalo na kapag kakasave mo and then dapat ganun lang siya. So I don't know, baka minumulto ka naman kasi dapat hindi rin talaga dapat siya mag-move kahit sa WPS if I'm not mistaken. Wala naman sigurong application na ganun. Nag-auto format, kumbaga. Hello?
Sige po, sir, tatry ko na lang po mag-download nung MS Word po.
Okay, just actually mas magandang MS Word na lang talaga. Especially if you're in lab number 5 and 6. Okay, I don't know if you can still do those laboratories because that one is in lab number 5 and 6 is already in a form of Excel, Microsoft Excel. So I don't know the counterpart in WPS. So yeah, you better download the Microsoft Word as early as of now. So you can familiar the let's say the operations, the processes, and the things that you can use in creating something. Okay. All right. So
Sige po,
any
sir.
other
Thank you,
question?
sir.
You're welcome. So dito wala namang nag-move, I guess. All right. So any other question before we start with our discussion?
Sir,
Yes. Who's that?
sir, di ba okay lang naman pong i-save as PDF yung document, sir?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Maybe you can try that one,
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Perlite,
Pwede.
Ay,
so that
Para
sige. So, pwede pong PDF pala?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess
Kala ko.
it's okay. Basta ang mahalaga kaparehasa kaparehasa.
Ah, sige, sir. Sa PDF ko na lang po save para.
Okay, do it as a PDF na lang. Okay.
Opo.
All right.
Thank
So
you, sir.
any other question? Welcome. All right. So I guess none anymore. So let's now start with our discussion for the module 3. All right. So for the module 3, the title of this one is Digital Safety and Security. So maybe some of you have already a knowledge when it comes to protecting their computers or let's say their devices, let's say smartphone or anything that connects with the internet. Okay, on how to protect their devices with the let's say viruses, uh, hackers, crackers, script kiddies, etc. etc. Okay. Anyway, so here are the overview or our objectives overview of this module. Wherein I will not read this one anymore since this one is very straightforward. Okay, so here's the thing that I would like you guys to know. Okay, so I will not explain the things that is very very straightforward, especially upon reading the description, you can already understand that sentence or that paragraph. So what we will do is I will just summarize this one, okay, or I will just discuss the things that I think needs to be elaborate more, okay. But if that topic is super easy to understand, that uh, I will not explain that one anymore, okay. So are we clear with that one, guys? All right. Okay, I just have a question because uh, sige, dito na nga lang. Saw a name wherein we have
Inupugis ko ng
alright, so I'll mute for now, Miss Connie.
my bed. Mag-proper si John.
Bakit ayaw ma-mute?
Kalau marami akong telehead, masuk pulang kita lang nabihan.
Alright, so Miss Johnny, please mute yourself. Why can't I mute her? Participants, mute. Ayaw. And there you go. Miss Johnny, Miss Johnny Riza Kalangig, please mute your mic if you don't have a question. Okay, so thank you. All right, Miss Ali Muhammad. Miss Ali, are you here? It's okay, Miss Johnny. Miss Ali, are you here right now? I think I've just saw her name a while ago. Miss Ali, are you here? A, B, C, D, E, F. How about you, Miss Fadlala? Miss or Mr.? Mawaid? Mr. or Miss Fadlala? Hello? Can you hear me? I just have a question. Hello. All right. So maybe he's not, he or she is not around. So supposedly I'll just ask them if they can understand Tagalog, so I can do, some Taglish from time to time, so I can explain it uh, more or better if I can explain it in Tagalog. Anyway, right, connecting to audio. All right, so let's just have a pure English lecture for today. I'll just confirm that one later on. All right, so again, I will not read the objectives overview anymore, since they are just the overview or the topic learning outcomes of this module. Okay, let's start right away with this one. What is digital security risk? So it is any event or action that causes a loss of or damage to a computer or mobile device. Could be hardware, software, could be a data information or processing capability. Okay, so under this we have the common digital security risks. So number one right here, right now, is internet and network attacks, which is much more uh, a higher risk than the rest, since we are in pandemic. And then at the same time, of course, hardware theft. Okay, so most of us is maybe already secured with their belongings right now, but a lot of houses right now are being stolen. Stolen, nanakaw yung bahay. Okay, or some of their things in their house right now are being stolen. Okay, without the owners knowing it. So a lot of people, paano ba? A lot of people maybe steal because they don't have money anymore due to the pandemic. Okay, so those two are the things that we need to be aware of. Second is the unauthorized access and use, wherein, of course, could be someone out of your network is accessing your computer, or it could be someone who's within your house accessing or using your computer without you letting him or her use your computer. Okay, or we also have information theft, wherein very very common, especially if your computer is not secured. So if you're the kind of person who saves their personal information in their computer, so you should be aware of this one. Okay, or you should be more uh, ano bang pinaka-term? You should be more cautious, okay, when it comes to this information tab. And then lastly is system failure, wherein we cannot do anything about this one anymore. Okay, so like for example, a thunder hits your computer, then that's part of risk of your computer. Okay, could be, of course, your hardware, your software, and everything. Okay, will be destroyed. And then another thing right here is the longevity of your computer itself. So if you have a computer wherein it has a poor quality, okay, or poor branding, then there's a big chance that your computer will fail, or your computer will uh, not work, okay, longer than you've thought. Okay. All right. So next one right here is cybercrime. So let's go with the cybercrime first. So cybercrime is an online or internet-based illegal act, such as distributing malicious software or committing identity theft. So when we say cybercrime, so we have crime in, as a human being here in real world. But once you commit a crime with the use of a computer over the internet, we call that one cybercrime already. Okay, so it is an act wherein you did something wrong or you did something illegal with the use of computer. Okay, and then if you use a certain application, okay, we call that one crimeware. Okay, so those are the relation of computer crime, cybercrime, and then crimeware with each other. Okay, so cybercrime is the one that they can file to you. Okay, and then of course you'll get jail, or you'll go to jail in no time if you did something like this. Okay, anything that's illegal. And then crimeware is the application or the software that you've used, okay, for doing that illegal act. All right. And then here are the summaries of the digital security risks. Of course, we have virus attack, and then the one that I mentioned a while ago about system failure, about the lightning striking your computer, and then information theft, illegal copying, stolen computer, and of course, unauthorized access and use. Okay, and then here are the basic categories of cybercrime. Okay, we have the hacker, cracker, script kiddie, corporate spies, unethical employees, cyber extortionists, and then cyber terrorists. So we will go over on them one by one. So let's start with hacker. Okay, so one misconception in the world of computer or in the world of technology right now is the word hacker. So before, the word hacker is just a complimentary word for someone who's a, let's say, computer enthusiast or a genius when it comes to computer. Okay, but as time goes on, okay, so some of them are using their, you know, knowledge or being a genius to computer uh, into doing bad things. So that is why hacker or the word hacker right now or the term hacker right now has a bad reputation. But uh, originally, this is just a complimentary word to someone who is very knowledgeable or a computer enthusiast, okay, or a genius when it comes to computer. Okay, so of course that person has the capability to access the computer or network illegally. Okay, but yeah, he can do that one. But if that person doesn't have the intention to destroy, to delete, to damage, or to harm your computer, then I think it's okay. Okay, for monitoring purposes. But if that someone has the intention to destroy data, steal information, or other malicious action, then we call that someone now as a cracker or a black hat hacker. So we could say that a hacker is a gray hat hacker. So he is in between a black hat hacker and a white hat hacker. So white hat hacker are pure uh, they are also enthusiasts, but they are more on defending someone's computer, okay, not into destroying computer. So if it's someone who will destroy, who will delete, who will steal, or into bad things, then that one is a cracker. And let's say the word hacker is just for a gray hat hacker, so he's in between. Okay, he doesn't destroy, he doesn't protect. Okay, so he's just neutral. Okay, he's just monitoring someone's activity, maybe just having fun. But of course, that is illegal. Okay, but he's not doing anything bad. So he's gray or in between good and bad. All right. So I hope you guys were able to get the main meaning of a hacker and a cracker. So yeah. So any questions so far up to this point?
None, sir.
All right. Okay. So next, right here is a script kiddie. Okay. So script kiddie is a person who wants to become a hacker, okay, or who wants to become a cracker to be exact, because this person is just using a let's say a third party application or a tool, okay, for him or her to hacks or yeah to hack someone's computer. Okay, so he has the intent as a cracker, but doesn't really have the technical skills and knowledge to uh, do or execute what he wanted to really execute. Okay, so when I say script kiddie, those are the people who are searching for maybe application on the YouTube, application on the Google to get the password of the neighbor's Wi-Fi. So that is very very common. Okay, so if you have an application for you to be able to get the password of the Wi-Fi password of your neighbor, then you are under a script kiddie. Okay, because a real cracker and then a real hacker doesn't use an application. Yes, they do use application, but mostly it's in a form of uh, editor or CMD, okay, or a terminator or anything that you know connects via the network. All right, and then we also have corporate spies or espionage. So from the word corporate spy, so it is an employee who was hired by a certain company to spy into the other company. Okay, so they do this one to gain advantage on their competitive companies. Okay, so yeah, just a cracker. Okay, you could say that it's under a cracker. And we also have unethical employees. So break into their employers' computers for a variety of reasons. So some simply want to exploit a security weakness, and others seek financial gains from selling confidential information or may want revenge. So when you see unethical employees, so those are the people who may just want, simply want a revenge. Maybe the maybe because they hated their boss, or they just simply want to earn more money just by sharing the personal or confidential information of their company into the other companies. Okay, or they just simply want to exploit the security weakness of their company. Okay, so those are under unethical employees. We also have cyber extortionists. So this one is the same with holdovers or kidnappers, wherein let's say in kidnappers, they will kidnap someone and then they will ask for a money, and of course you'll meet and then will exchange that money into that someone. Okay, so yeah, we in the world of computers we call them cyber extortionists. They are a hacker, or let's say cracker, who demands payment. Okay, so they just simply want a money. Okay, if that cracker wants money and then he did nothing to your computer, then that's cyber extortionist. But once he destroyed your, let's say, your datas, okay, into your computer, then that is not cyber extortionist anymore. He is already under cracker. Okay, but if that person didn't do anything, he just, let's just say that he just locked your computer, and then uh, he will unlock your computer once you uh, give to him the money that he is asking for, then that is just a cyber extortionist. Okay. And then we also have cyber terrorists, wherein we are the people, let's say Cracker, who was hired by, uh, 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 let's say, rich people or politicians who wanted to destroy a certain nation or destroy, let's say, a government, or destroy a company, or destroy anything that is a big company or a big city maybe. Okay, so those are being paid by that person to do those bad things. Okay, so if that person, or if that, yeah, cracker is attacking a big company, a big city, or a government, so he is now under cyber terrorist. Okay, or he just wants simply to cripple a country. Okay, which will lead into cyber warfare. So one good example of this one is like maybe the USA and the uh, Russia. So in Russia, they have a lot of crackers. In USA, they also have a lot of crackers. So I don't know, but they have, or those two countries are actually mortal enemies. So yeah, they hire a lot of hackers to bring down the, let's say, website of this specific government, and etc., etc., or they wanted to bring down a certain telecommunication. So that is already considered as cyber warfare. So if it's just within, uh, let's say, within a certain country, that is cyber terrorist. But if it's a country versus country already, then that is already cyber warfare. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys were able to understand those categories for cybercrime. So any questions so far for those types of cybercrimes?
Answer.
None, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
None, sir.
Okay, very good then. Okay, so let's now proceed to the next one, which is a malware. So maybe the one that you guys are saying, let's say the word virus. Okay, so it's not actually, we have a lot of viruses, so it's not like that. The main category of that one is malware. Okay, virus is just a one type under this category, malware. Okay, so malware or malicious software is consists of programs that act without the user's knowledge and deliberately alter the operations of computers and mobile devices. So we have uh, a lot of types of malware. So we have virus, worm, Trojan horse, rootkit, spyware, and then adware. So maybe as a person who doesn't uh, really care about the technical names of those kind of malwares. So we call everything as a virus. If that or if your PC or laptop is compromised, you will just say that, okay, my laptop or my PC now has a virus. Okay. But in reality, okay, it could be a virus, yes, or it could be a worm, or it could be a Trojan horse, or it could be a rootkit, spyware, or adware. So we have a lot of types of malware that is causing your computer to slow down or to into malfunctioning. All right, so let's start with virus. Okay, let me just move this one. So yes, a virus is a potentially damaging program that affects or infects a computer or mobile device negatively by altering the way the computer or device works without the user's knowledge or permission. So let's say you put a flash drive into your computer, and then you've executed a certain application, and then it suddenly, let's say, deleted some of your files and give you a lot of errors, then yes, we could consider that it is already a virus because it's already destroying your computer. Okay, but there are others wherein it is a malware, but it doesn't destroy or it doesn't alter your functionalities of your computers. So, for example, a worm. So, it is just a program that copies itself repeatedly, for example, in memory or on a network using app resources and passively shutting down a computer device or network. So, this one doesn't have the intention to destroy your data. It's just that, we could say that this one is not harmful. Okay, this one is still safe. You can still remove that one just by, scanning your computer and then removing that worm into your computer. However, if you let that program, that worm, into your computer for very, very long, let's say 24 hours already, uh, 5 days already, or even 2 weeks already, there is a big chance that your computer will shut down, okay, uh, unwantedly. Okay, so as soon as you will open your computer again, after 5 minutes, it will shut down again. That is because your storage or your memory now is being uh, accommodated by the files that is being created by this firm. Okay, so yes, it didn't destroy your data, but it just keep on copying a certain file into your computer, wherein it will lead your computer into shutting down. So that is a time that when this one became harmful or uh, unwanted to our computer anymore. Okay, so you cannot feel this one if you have a very powerful computer. Okay, but if you have a potato computer, then you will feel this one as soon as you get this kind of malware. Anyway, so let's proceed with the Trojan horse. So we could say that this is one of the dangerous malware that you can have to your computer. Why? Because this one is acting like a legitimate program. Okay, legitimate program. Like for example, you have a cracked version of a certain antivirus, and then that antivirus, okay, actually is a Trojan horse malware. So of course you don't know, since the antivirus that you're using will not detect itself as a Trojan horse. At the same time, it is acting as a legitimate program. Okay, so unlike a virus or worm, a Trojan horse does not replicate itself to other computers or devices. It just stays there. Okay, and then let's say it is programmed to monitor your computer, or it is programmed to send information to a certain source or receiver. So in that case, it's like, you are being monitored by someone without you knowing it. Okay, so just be careful in downloading and installing cracked application into your computer. Okay, so that is why uh, it's better to spend a little amount of money than uh, you know let's say being your computer or being your information compromised. Okay, and of course your accounts will also get compromised. Your bank account will also get compromised if you have saved it on your computer also. Okay, so yeah, that's it for Trojan horse. Next one right here is rootkit, wherein this one is similar with the Trojan horse, but this one can be detect. So the same, yeah, yeah. This one also hides, okay, but doesn't. This one doesn't act as a legitimate program. So this one can be removed as easily if you have a legit antivirus. Okay, so rootkit is mostly used by crackers. That is because they can, easily control or gain access to your computer if they've successfully installed a rootkit to your computer. Okay, so the main reason why they do this one is just maybe they just wanted to gain access. They wanted to gain information, and then if they've learned that you're actually a rich person, then this one might lead into cyber extortionist. All right, so yeah, that's it for rootkit. And then another one here is spyware. So this one is, let's say, the 50% to 80% of the functionality of the rootkit. So spyware is just a program wherein it can get some information, it can monitor you. However, it doesn't have the full control, okay, of your computer. So that is why this is the 50% functionalities of the rootkit. So the goal of this one is just to monitor someone's activity, okay, or to get someone's information secretly or collect information secretly, okay. And then last one here is adware. So if you're a person who's very yeah, fond of watching animes, so you will see a lot of adwares in there. So those are unwanted or unsolicited advertisements. Okay, so that is their way for them to, let's say, earn money, because once you've clicked their advertisement, I think they are earning money from that. So that's how they earn money. Okay, unsolicited advertisement. Unlike in YouTube, of course, you have to pay YouTube for them to uh, show your advertisement in their videos. Okay, but for adware, so this one is unsolicited advertisement, right? Okay, so since we don't have enough time anymore, so we will just continue the rest on the part 2. Okay, so goodbye for now and see you guys later.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye.